I would like to welcome you, Alonso Vargas. Welcome to this
Thank you.
discussion or interview. You are the Senior Vice President of Product at FlyBuy, who is a partner of Future Ordering. And I thought we could start with you introducing FlyBuy briefly to our viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Charlotte. So yeah, FlyBuy is an omni-channel customer experience platform. And what we do is we leverage location technology and AI to optimize the pickup, the delivery, drive-through, dine-in, and loyalty channels for brands all around the world. And that's basically, our little elevator pitch there.
Yeah, but that's perfect. And FlyBuy and Future Ordering, we are teaming up to provide fast food guests with a best-in-class experience when it comes to ordering a curbside service. And here, Future Ordering, we stand for the digital ordering experience. And FlyBuy, you're the experts on pickup optimization. So can you tell us a little bit more about that part?
Yeah, of course, I'd love to. So basically what FlyBuy does is we're optimizing the order pickup process, right, by leveraging advanced location intelligence. So what our system is going to do is provides restaurants with valuable insights into the customer's location, and that allows the staff to basically prepare orders based on the customer arrival, right? And so that way, both customers and delivery drivers get a fresh handoff experience, and it's immediate, right? So there's no waiting, and as soon as the driver arrives, the food is ready to go. And so what we're doing is we're basically allowing the restaurants to receive accurate ETAs for each incoming customer or driver, along with early alerts and arrival notifications, right? Because that's part of the process. And so all of this real-time data just enables the staff to manage the preparation in the most accurate way. Great handoff, significantly enhances the speed and quality of service at the end of the day, right? And so additionally, what we're doing with FlyBuy Pickup is we have a course correct product or feature within the FlyBuy Pickup product, and that detects and redirects customers who are going to the wrong place, right? And so this is a self-correcting product, which is really great, but it also reduces just the incidence of those costly remakes and the refunds. So we're just wanting to have that really smooth and efficient operation. At the end of the day, FlyBuy Pickup is just creating that seamless and satisfying customer experience, and we want to lead to more of those repeat visits, higher customer lifetime value, and just streamlining the operations, right? So that's what we do here at FlyBuy.
And what QSR chain doesn't love to hear that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I was curious, what was it that inspired the partnership between FlyBuy and Future Ordering?
Yeah, so several years ago, Andreas Stormvidge, the CEO of Future Ordering, and Dan Estrada, the Chief Strategy Officer at FlyBuy, they had a vision to merge the capabilities of Future Ordering's, leading online ordering platform with FlyBuy's advanced pickup technology. And so by doing that, what they wanted to do is just deliver an unparalleled off-premise and pickup experience that would boost the speed of service, right? We want to encourage those repeat visits and drive revenue growth, obviously, for the clients. And so today, we made that dream a reality. The solution is integrated from Future Ordering and FlyBuy, and it's deployed at scale across major QSRs in Europe. And so this just kind of demonstrates how effective the solution is and how valuable the strategic partnership is.
Yes, and speaking of partnerships, I thought we could move into talking about the benefits for our joint customers, the QSRs, and as well as their guests who are actually experiencing this hot food and swift service. So looking at your technology, can you specifically talk about how it enhances the guest experience around pickup, drive-through, as well as delivery?
Yeah, absolutely. So you said it right. It's really enhancing the pickup, drive-through, and delivery process by really focusing on a couple of main factors. First, it's the faster pickup, right? So by providing those accurate ETAs and real-time alerts, we're able to ensure that orders are ready for quick pickup. And so what we know is that when a customer is waiting for less than 2 minutes, they're 3 times more likely to return, right? So that's just boosting that customer loyalty and that bottom line. And then on the other hand, we're also enabling this really fast handoff. So with the precise order timing and preparation, we ensure that the food is handed off at its peak freshness. Obviously, that's what customers are paying for. And again, this is, not only enhancing the quality of the meal, but it just overall satisfaction is dramatically increased. And so this is just leading to a seamless and really enjoyable experience. And again, we just want customers to really want to return and repeat that experience.
Yeah, and I guess also it can enhance the employee experience as well to be able to serve the food, as you said, at its peak freshness.
Absolutely. And what we want to do is make sure that the staff is able to focus on that, right? They're there to focus on the food. We want to reduce the cognitive load, and that's where we're coming from with our technology.
Yeah. So what about your location intelligence technology? How can that enhance the omni-channel services for QSRs?
Yeah, so great question. I think that the omni-channel experience is obviously very dynamic these days. And so what we're focusing on is a few really important things in order to deliver real-time location data for both the customer and the delivery drivers, right? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to, first of all, optimize that labor efficiency. Staff can order or prepare those orders just in time for that customer arrival. And so that's going to maximize productivity, right? Because we're able to do it just in time. There's no staging, there's no storing them anywhere. It's just in time. The next thing is, we're reducing those wait times. So the accurate ETAs and the alerts enable just a quicker order preparation and handoff. And so that's going to, again, bring down those customer wait times, which is super important. And then ensure the food freshness. Again, that's what customers want. It's timed perfectly, it's handed off perfectly, and just enhances that customer experience and satisfaction. I think that the great thing is that this works across various channels, like you were saying, right? It's all about the omni-channel. So it's pickup, it's drive-through, curbside, and no matter how you choose to receive the order, it's just going to be a great experience for the customer.
Yes, and I think that's one of the big parts with the omnichannel solutions, that you can really have the same experience no matter what channel or what kind of pickup or drive-through you're working with. I wanted to talk, and I wanted to talk a little bit also about the integration, to become a little bit more technical maybe, but I think it's a very important part of how you can make it work as one streamlined process. So how is the integration done between FlyBuy's technology and the future ordering platform?
Yeah, so we're fully integrated into the future ordering omni-channel digital ordering platform, and so we're just wanting to ensure that that it's a seamless guest experience and seamless operational handoff experience. So what we do is we integrate with the future ordering mobile app, online ordering, and the staff-facing navigator order status board. Right. So what we're wanting to make sure of is QSR guests get a streamlined and efficient pickup process. At the same time, the staff can manage orders with that lower cognitive load, right? So this is just going to enhance the entire experience for the customer and also for the staff member, right? They're going to be able to really focus on what they're good at.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the advantage with us taking care of this integration is also that our joint customer never have to worry about the function is in the right place and that everything is working, even if you make some enhancements to the process or to the softwares, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a full integration, and so all of the information is being surfaced in really appropriate ways for the staff member. And again, it's all about making sure that that customer just gets a perfect handoff experience, which we're noticing really makes a big difference.
Yeah, that sounds great. And I know one other thing that's really great is the impressive KPIs that I've seen from you guys. So I thought that we could share some of them with our viewers. I know that your customers have seen great effects of your solutions. So please tell us something about that.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes down to it, it's all about, that customer satisfaction as well as revenue, right? So I think that those are the two major categories that we're looking at. With regards to customer satisfaction, we're really noticing some great, improvements. There's an 80% decrease in wait time. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a second and what those numbers look like. But we're also seeing about a 40% increase in Net Promoter Score. A lot of these companies are just really working hard for a few points. And so when you're looking at 40% increase in Net Promoter Score, this is a pretty significant movement. And then we're also seeing that boost in loyalty engagement, right? That personalization, loyalty engagement is super important right now. So our software is helping, boost that engagement. And then when you look at the revenue side, we're doing a couple of different things. We're both helping generate revenue and we're helping save money, right? So on the revenue generation, we know that when a customer waits less than 2 minutes, they're 3 times more likely to return. And so that's super important when you're looking at customer lifetime value. We're seeing a 10% increase in repeat visits. But one of the really interesting metrics that we started to find out is that for every 6 seconds saved in the drive-through, we're seeing a 1% same store sale increase. And so these are seconds, right? We're talking about very, very, small margins of error. So it's really important to use technology like FlyBuy in order to be able to maximize, that time. But in terms of saving money, we're also seeing a 25% decrease in remakes. We see a 35% decrease in refunds from delivery errors, and we're also seeing a 50% reduction in wrong location mistakes. And that's again through our course correction technology. So it's just really good, information or KPIs across the board for our clients.
Mm. Yeah, that's really amazing, and I think that we are going to talk about trends a little bit along the road. But for sure, I think repeat visits is really something that our guests and the QSRs are trying to work on, and also loyalty is really very high up on the wish list for our customers. So that's really great that you also can help move those KPIs in the right direction.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot easier to keep a client versus acquire a new client. And so we want to make sure that, all of the clients that are already coming, are repeat customers as well.
Yes, and to really put some names to these numbers, I actually warned you ahead that I would love to hear you share a success story or some kind of case study where you can show how much FlyBuy's technology really improves the guest experience and also the operational efficiency. So please tell me that you have a story prepared for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Max Burgers, right? We've got a really great story there. It's been going really well. So let me just give you an idea of what the solution looks like, right? So we have the FlyBuy SDK integration, and that was integrated into the future ordering app. And then we're also delivering, real-time alerts onto, the future ordering KDS screen to Navigator. We're delivering customer arrival and wait status, customer location through a map, and then wait time tracking and departure notifications, which give really good understanding of the health service, right? So that's what we implemented at Max Burgers. And what we're noticing is that we're, first of all, increasing the visibility of customers on the parking lot, right? So now, that awareness that the staff has of who's in and around the area has really dramatically increased. And this is in turn helping their internal operations, right? They're able to do things in a more efficient manner, which then leads to that great customer satisfaction, right? Because people aren't waiting as long. And so what we notice is that we've achieved a 92% program adoption rate. And so this is just all about high user engagement and really great customer satisfaction. And this just goes to show how we can drive that operational excellence and really improve the guest experience across all the channels and provide real-time insights into what's going on to help, service efficiency.
That's really amazing. I don't know if we mentioned it in the beginning, but I think you are located in Austin, Texas, right?
That's correct. Yes, correct.
Yeah, and myself, I'm sitting in an office in Stockholm, Sweden, and I can tell you firsthand that I've tried this service out and it's really working magic. Me and my family, we just love it. It's so easy to work with it. So yeah, so maybe you should get over here and try it out also.
I'm consider myself on my way.
That's good. So then, of course, we are not happy only with one customer. We want more customers. So when it comes to becoming a customer of Future Ordering and FlyBuy and staying a customer, what kind of implementation process are we looking at to deploy a curbside solution? And how quickly can you really see some results from it?
Yeah, so our goal is to just get everybody up and going as quickly as possible. We do have just a big team that's able to work with various types of clients. For some people, this is just going to take a few days, right? And for others, there may be a phased approach who want maybe something a little bit more custom. But at the end of the day, right, our customer success team is really leading the charge. They're an excellent world-class team, and they're there to support, our clients' individual goals and needs. And so we set you up with a timeline. But the basic process is pretty simple. We set your site up with a future ordering integration, and we provide you a token. With that token, you can communicate with our APIs or SDKs. It's really straightforward, and the process can be very quick.
That sounds easy. And if you should need any support going forward, what kind of support can a customer expect from FlyBuy? And also, how do you really ensure that it is a successful implementation and solution?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do call our customers our partners, just because we really work with them and we continue to work with them, beyond implementation. We have a 24/7 dedicated support team. We provide all our customers with setup, onboarding, and training, which is really important in order to ensure that our product is in line with the staff operations as well, right? And so, our services include custom integrations, we've got developer tools, detailed analytics, and all sorts of reports to help our clients maximize the technology as much as possible, right? So the more data that you get, the more insights and the more understanding into the health of the service and how you can better use our technology. But I think one of the feathers in our caps is our solutions engineering team. These are engineers who have been working hands-on with all sorts of brands around the world and helping our clients ensure the proper implementation, right? And so we're addressing any issues promptly. We're recommending how to best use our technology. And basically, we want to do is just guarantee that our clients can fully leverage FlyBuy and all of its capabilities for the optimal results.
And I guess that those solution engineers, they are available no matter what location we're talking about, since you are a global company with customers around the globe.
Absolutely. Our solutions engineers travel the world. They've all got, loyalty status on all the airlines, but absolutely, this is a global operation, and it's really important, to have our solutions engineers fully engage with our clients during the implementation process.
That sounds really good. And I thought maybe now we could start talking a little bit about trends and also how you stay in the forefront of technology. And so, of course, I want to ask you, what kind of trends are you observing in the QSR industry concerning curbside pickup, and how do you address those trends at FlyBuy?
Yeah, this is a really dynamic area. So I'm glad you asked that, because I think that this is kind of where we can help a lot of our clients. And so, we're seeing the curbside volume decreasing. However, we are seeing that off-premise orders, which include the delivery, in-store, drive-through, curbside, those are dramatically increasing in the QSR space year over year. And so, most enterprise QSRs are seeing upwards of 50% of their orders initiated off-premise. I mean, just imagine a couple of years ago saying that. This is a huge behavior shift. And so I think that a lot of the, QSRs out there are really having to handle, how do I navigate that space? And so this is where we come in. But another trend we're seeing is the rise of mobile order pickup and drive-through, right? Just in general, some QSRs are reducing their dining spaces and adding dedicated mobile pickup lanes. And so they're just basically these machines that are getting the orders out as quickly as possible for all these omni-channel experiences. So they're able to leverage FlyBuy to determine the order of the customers in the drive-through lane, so they can prepare food in the order they approach the pickup window, as an example. And then our order ahead pickup, which is going to remain an important element of the QSR dining experience, is one of the several elements that will continue to be important in the suite of products, right? What we're noticing is that customers are increasingly evaluating their pickup and delivery options first, and then determining, well, what restaurant fits that criteria, right? Maybe a few years ago, people were saying, this is where I want to eat, and I'll just figure out how to get my food. People are saying, hey, you know what? I want to go to the drive-through. What are the restaurants that have drive-through? And so this is very much a behavioral shift. And I think that it's important for restaurants to, just adapt to that, but it's also forcing them to become a tech-first company, which is very different from, again, a few years ago. And so this is where FlyBuy can really come in, help bring a lot of these pieces together and ensure a consistent experience across all of the channels, no matter how the customer wants to experience that food, right? So this includes, again, like I said, drive-through, in-store, and curbside.
Yeah, it's truly a dynamic area and very fast paced. So I'm really grateful that you keep track of it for us and for our joint customers as well. So how do you do it? How do you maintain your innovation and expertise in this fast paced digital eras?
Yeah. Well, so we're a very tech first company, as you can imagine. But the big thing about us is that we have in-house engineers that are constantly innovating. We have a pretty big engineering team. We hold 48 patents, and that's continuing to grow. We have a lot more under review. And we work really closely with our customers, again, who we usually call our partners. And we work closely with them to build our roadmap and really try to anticipate some of their upcoming needs. But it goes really beyond just location technology. And I think that that's super important in this day and age. It's pretty clear that QSRs and a lot of restaurants are experiencing a lot of system and data fragmentation, right? The systems don't work together, the data doesn't flow together really well. And so that lack of efficient communication between systems really impacts the customer experience, right? It's really hard for staff to work around all of that. And so what we're doing is we're
Yes.
enhancing how our clients operate by bringing together those systems, and we orchestrate that, right? So we're making sure that, for instance, the customer is part of the journey, not just a spectator. And so the staff and the customer are working within the same system and with the same information to make sure that everything's perfect. So everything from delivering the appropriate promise times to auto firing based on location is what we're continually doing for our clients. So I think that that's something that is really important to go beyond just excellence.
Mm. Yes, and I also think that data analytics is something that you are working a lot with to deliver a higher level of accuracy than just a standard geofence, for instance.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're basically integrating a lot of information. This includes GPS, mobile sensor data, real-time traffic information, and machine learning from over 10 million orders and trips daily worldwide, right? So we've got a ton of information in order to provide our clients a better service. And so, the problem with standard geofences is that they can be unreliable, they can be, prone to false triggers. And so with Flybuy's proprietary technology, we ensure precision and accuracy, right? This is going to minimize errors, prevent unnecessary throwaways and remakes, and we're just trying to lead to that ultimate, customer satisfaction. And when you start thinking about those wait times and how every second really counts, our advanced data analytics provide the accuracy that's needed for optimal service. And so I think it's really important to understand that you can't just get a geofence off the shelf. The information that we have in order to provide those better ETAs is really going to make a big difference for the operations and the customer satisfaction.
Mm. Yes, and what do you say about the newer emerging technologies? Like you mentioned machine learning earlier, but how about other types of artificial intelligence? Will that play a role in Flybuy's future offering?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a new product within our platform, something that's called Flyby Connect, and we recently released that. You heard me talk a little bit about orchestration earlier, and this is really what we're addressing. It's an AI-powered capacity management solution, and what we're trying to do is we're aligning those customer expectations with the reality of the kitchen, right? So there's a couple of things that we're doing there. First thing is ETAI, and that's what I'm talking about with regards to off-the-shelf ETAs. We have something called ETAI, which is an AI-powered ETA system, and it's providing exact arrival times. It factors in, the destination, the order, the time, customer behavior. And so we're increasing those ETAs by 30, 60, even 90 seconds. And so if you're talking about, wanting a customer to wait less than 2 minutes, this is very, very, very crucial, and it's making huge impacts. We're also, we're also addressing customer expectations, right? We communicate precise ready times and order statuses based on food prep times, kitchen capacity, customer travel time, and staffing. And so really, again, the customer knows what's going on. They can make, decisions in order to, just make that experience perfect. And then the next thing is the auto order fire, which is really important for operations, right? So we're firing an order to the kitchen automatically based on the customer's proximity to the restaurant. And so that staff is getting the information when they need it, and they can act upon it immediately instead of having that high cognitive load where they're having to figure out what to do next. And then the last thing that is super important that we're noticing out there is dynamic online order status management. Just automatically reminding the staff if the ordering system has been shut off due to high order volume, I think that this tends to happen when people get overwhelmed. Maybe the manager will say, I'm going to shut it off for a few minutes. They forget. And then all of a sudden online ordering is off, right? So we're keeping an eye on all of these things in order to make sure that, we use all of our AI power to help the QSR restaurants run a more efficient operation.
That sounds fabulous. And I know that you have some other things up your sleeve as well. So there are some innovations that QSR chains can look forward to also in the near future from you. Can you mention a few of them for us?
Yeah, definitely. Would love to. So, we've got a lot of information about systems and we've got a lot of information about customer location. So this enables us to really open up a lot of avenues of, better operations and products. And so one of the things that we do is we've got FlyBuy Notify. And this is really driving shopping behavior and just customer behavior and reminding guests, for instance, when to scan the rewards. This is really enhancing a lot of the engagement and loyalty program participation for a lot of our clients. And then I talked about it just a second ago, but we've also got FlyBuy Connect, and that's all about capacity management, right? Aligning the customer expectation with kitchen capabilities. The realities of the kitchen is what we keep saying. And it's all about orchestrating that customer experience, making sure that, the customer is part of that journey. So that's going to be a really important part of our solution set, coming into the future. And then part of that, right, is the auto order fire. Talked about it earlier, but we just want to make sure that we're automatically sending those orders to the kitchen based on the customer proximity and just making sure that that food is being prepared just in time for the pickup. We're also doing a lot with drive-through sequencing, right? So that's becoming a really important part of the omni-channel experience. We're optimizing the order of customers in the drive-through, and this really improves the efficiency and reduces the wait times, right? Staff knows who's coming up next, what order to be preparing. And so that just gets everybody in and out really quickly. And finally, we've got this course correct product, which is really interesting because it's detecting and redirecting the customers who arrive at the wrong location. Obviously, minimizes the errors and enhances the customer experience. But the great thing about this is that this is a self-correcting product, right? The customer sees this information, they self-correct, they go to the right place, and it requires very little work from the staff. And again, it's saving a lot of remakes. But basically everything is designed to orchestrate various systems, bring all the right information together, surface the right information to the staff in order to improve that operational efficiency and enhance the customer satisfaction.
I think there are a lot of good things coming up in the future as well. And I have just a few more questions for you before we will round this up. And looking at what's ahead of us, how do you see the partnership between FlyBuy and Future Ordering evolving to meet the future needs of QSR chains?
Yeah, so it's all about surfacing all of that great information that we have into the future ordering system so that staff can see it, right? So we're continually evolving to deliver solutions to basically enhance the guest experience for our shared QSR brands. And so we're jointly developing future forward capabilities such as the auto fire that I talked about, bringing that into the future ordering system and AI-driven dynamic kitchen capacity management, right? So I think that that's something that's in the ether a lot of QSR restaurants are looking for that in order to optimize their efficiencies, and that's what we want to bring to the future ordering system through the FlyBuy information. Basically, what we wanted to make sure of is, optimize the order timing based on the customer location and the kitchen capacity, and ensure that orders are ready precisely when customer arrive. So I think that together between future ordering and FlyBuy, we're committed to driving the best possible outcomes for our QSRs, restaurants, and through continuous innovation and collaboration. I think that we can really help them, maximize their operations and drive more revenue and customer satisfaction.
That sounds like a really fruitful partnership for our customers as well. So my last question is actually what kind of advice you would give to a QSR that is considering to or have decided to offer a pickup. What kind of advice would you give them?
Yeah, so I think that, in today's day and age, given how dynamic things are and how quickly things are moving out there, it's important to be partnering with, proven leaders in the space who have experience and who can, be nimble and quickly adapt to what's going on out there, right? So FlyBuy is the leading enterprise omni-channel pickup platform for major QSR brands. We're supporting 30 million unique pickup experiences per month across 20,000 locations globally, right? So we have a really good understanding of what the consumer behavior is like, and it's really important to partner with somebody who's got that kind of experience. But I think it's important to select a vendor that can scale across different omni-channel experiences. We can see that consumer behavior is often changing, and you want to be partnered with somebody who can basically ride those changes. But I think that by leveraging FlyBuy, our expertise and our platform, QSRs can really ensure that seamless, efficient, and high quality curbside drive-through and pickup experiences for their customers are actually reality, right? We want to help them stay ahead of the changing customer trends. And so that's where we come in. I think it's just really important that you understand the nuances of things like, what is an ETA? How do I orchestrate an experience within my kitchen? And who are the vendors out there who have that kind of experience?
I think that's really great to hear. I think that our joint customers are in good hands with our partnership as well. So that was actually the last question that I had for you for this time. And I thank you so much for taking your time to meet up like this digitally, and for all your good advice and all information that you have shared with us. So thank you very much, Alonso.
And thank you. This was great. I really appreciate everything here in the partnership, and I'm really looking forward to working together more.
Thank you so much.